Welcome to the Corporate Institute Mentoring Program Orientation video. In this video, you'll learn what to expect and what's expected of you during your participation in the program. In a broad sense, the mentoring program is a way for you to connect with University of Minnesota Law School alumni. You'll use Simplicity to search for and initially contact a mentor, and then the bulk of the mentoring experience takes place between you and that mentor, either through phone or email or in person, whatever works for you. There are 3 things you must do to gain access to the program. The first is to read the Mentoring Program Student User Guide, which is available on the Mentoring Program website or in the document library of Simplicity. Once you've read that user guide, you'll then watch the video, which you're watching now. After watching the video and reading the user guide, the last step is to sign and return the student commitment form. More on that at the end of this video. These are some of the things that are expected of you during your participation in the program. First, understand that you may have only one mentoring relationship at a time. Hopefully, there will be many mentors in the database with whom you are interested in connecting. However, you may only connect with one at a time. The mentors will remain in the database, and you're free to connect with another one after your current mentoring relationship is completed. Please do not ask your mentor for a job. While asking for general job search advice is certainly encouraged, you may not directly solicit employment from your mentor. Remember to be professional in all your dealings with the mentor. This includes showing up on time for any meetings you may have, and responding to mentor emails with a professional tone and within a reasonable amount of time. These are some tips for a successful mentoring experience. Above all, be sure that you set goals for the mentoring relationship and communicate those goals to the mentor. Perhaps you're looking for advice on how to make your resume really pop, or maybe you're looking for strategies on how to land that one job you're really passionate about. Whatever it is, make sure that you have a clear vision of what you want to get out of the mentoring relationship and that you communicate that vision to the mentor. As stated on the previous slide, be sure to remain professional in all your dealings with the mentor. That includes being responsive and respecting confidentiality. In some situations, the mentor may share confidential information with you, and it's your responsibility to ensure that that information remains confidential. These are some examples of the types of mentoring experiences you might want to pursue. In their profiles, mentors may specify the types of mentoring opportunities for which they're available. However, in most cases, this is not an exhaustive list. If you have an idea of something that you'd like to talk to an alumni about, go ahead and propose it. Chances are, if the mentor has time, they'll be willing to accommodate. While we anticipate that everything will run smoothly during your mentoring experience, we recognize that sometimes there are problems. When things don't feel right, it's important to contact the mentoring program as soon as possible. Examples of problems could be a mentor asking you to perform work-related tasks, a mentor who does not respond to your initial contact email or other emails after you've begun the mentoring relationship, or anything else that makes you feel uncomfortable. You can email us at the email address at the bottom or stop by the Corporate Institute and talk to somebody here. The next slide will show you how to navigate the mentoring module of the Simplicity software. More detailed instructions for this can be found in the Student User Guide. This is the home screen that you'll see upon logging into Simplicity. If you don't know your Simplicity login information, contact Career Services or your career counselor and they can get you set up with that. Once you sign and return your student commitment form to the Corporate Institute, you'll see 2 new things on the home screen. This link at the bottom, Search for a Mentor, and this tab at the top, Corporate Institute Mentoring. Click either one to access the search page. This is the main mentor search page. Over on the right, in the Related Resources box, there are links to both the student and mentor user guides and quick guides. These are evolving documents that will update periodically as we make changes to the program. If you log in a few months from now and something looks different, have a look at one of these user guides, and chances are the change will be noted there. At the top here, there's a search by name box. You can use this if you know the name of a particular mentor in the database with whom you'd want to connect. However, most students will want to search for a mentor based on certain criteria. There are two ways to do this. You can click Advanced Search here, which brings up all the search criteria in this format. Or, from the main search page, you can click More Options, which drops down the search criteria in this format. Both More Options and Advanced Search have the exact same search criteria. The only difference is the format and the look of the search criteria on the screen. Many of these criteria are self-explanatory, but a few warrant additional explanation. Business experience and business law practice are similar, but the important distinction has to do with whether the mentor is a practicing attorney. While we require all of our mentors to be alumni of the University of Minnesota Law School, we do not require them to be practicing attorneys. If you'd like to connect with a mentor who works in business but not as a lawyer, you might try searching by business experience. If you'd like to connect with a mentor who works in business as a lawyer, you might want to search by business law practice. Some search fields are text boxes rather than drop-down fields. Previous careers is an example of this. This is a spot where mentors can specify careers they had before going to law school. Let's say you're interested in connecting with a mentor who has experience working in the circus. You can type circus in this box and click search at the bottom, and the program will return all of the mentors who fit that description. It looks like we have one, Charles Pangloss. Click on the mentor's name to access his or her profile. All of the information the mentor provided on his or her profile can be seen here. Many of the fields are required, but not all of them are, so not all mentors will have something filled out for each field. Since we found Mr. Pangloss through the previous careers search, we scroll down to the previous careers section and we see that in another life, Mr. Pangloss was a circus clown. He sounds kind of interesting and I'm going to keep him in mind, but I'm not quite ready to make my decision yet. I click back here at the bottom to go back to the search page. Sometimes clicking your browser's back button can cause problems with the software, so it's a good idea to use the back function that's built in. You can see here that when Mr. Pangloss is listed in the mentor results, no mentoring relationship is highlighted in red. This means that you do not have a current relationship with this mentor and you have not had one in the past. Keep in mind that the search functions as an AND search rather than an OR search. This means that if you have multiple search criteria filled in, the program will only return those mentors who meet all of those criteria. If you're searching for a mentor and you think you should be getting results but you're not getting anything, come down here and click the clear button. That will reset everything and remove all search criteria, and you can start again, hopefully getting better results. You can search for a mentor by location. City is a text field, but country and state are drop-down boxes. We have some mentors who are outside of the United States. If you're interested in connecting with somebody who is outside the United States, but you don't care specifically what country they're in, search by state, scroll down to the bottom, and select non-US. This will return all of the mentors who are not within the United States, regardless of where they are. You can also search by law school graduation date. You might do this if you want to connect with only those mentors who've graduated within the past 5 or 6 years. To set the graduation date range, click Select here to set the beginning of your range, and a little calendar will pop up. Click and hold this button here to set the year you want to begin the search in. You also have to select a month and day. It doesn't matter which month and day you select, because the mentors only specify a graduation year. Because of limitations of the software, however, when searching by graduation date, you do have to select a month and day. We've set 2006 as the beginning of our range, and we click Select to set the end of the range, and we'll click today's date. Now when I go down to search, this will return all of the mentors who've graduated since 2006. You can see 75 mentors fit that description. I'll click Clear to clear out the graduation date search. Another thing you may want to search by is the Other Mentor Information. This is a spot where mentors can put anything else they'd like you to know about them. Some mentors have spoken more about their profession or their practice. Some mentors have made jokes in this box, and some mentors have used it to list their hobbies. Let's say that you are passionate about wine and you wonder if any mentors share your passion. You can type wine in this search box here, click search, and the program will return mentors who have said something about wine in their Other Information box. Looks like Mr. Pangloss also likes wine. Down here in the Additional Information box, Mr. Pangloss has said that he is an avid amateur winemaker. This guy sounds great, and I'd like to begin a mentoring relationship with him. To do that, I click this button here. This will bring up the Mentor Interest Notification message box. This is where you type your initial message to the mentor. Keep in mind that this is your first contact and your chance to make a first impression. You should take some time and put some thought into writing this message. At a minimum, you'll want to identify yourself, let the mentor know what class year you are in the law school, and let the mentor know what type of mentoring opportunity you're seeking. After you send this, the mentor will receive an email from Simplicity with your message along with some additional information from the Corporate Institute. That email will have your Simplicity email address, which for most people is your umn.edu email address, in it, and it will ask the mentor to reply to you there. If you'd like the mentor to contact you a different way, say by phone, or at a different email address, be sure to specify that in this message here. There's a spell check function, but feel free to compose your message in Microsoft Word or another word processor and make use of the spell and grammar check functions there. You can also contact your career counselor for help writing this message if you'd like. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to type test in the box, but of course you would spend lots of time and put lots of thought into what you will send to the mentor. Click send to send the message. You know it will work. You will know that it's worked because you'll receive an email confirming your interest in whatever mentor you choose. Also, the buttons at the bottom of that mentor's profile will have changed. More on that in a few minutes. The Corporate Institute will get copies of both your confirmation email and the interest email that goes to the mentor. This is so we can keep track of the active mentoring relationships we have going on at any one time. At this point, you are done with Simplicity for the moment. The bulk of the mentoring program happens outside of the software. You send your interest email to the mentor, and the mentor is asked to respond to you within 5 business days. If you haven't heard back from your mentor after a couple weeks, please let us know, and we can figure out what's going on. Your mentoring relationship can last however long you want it to. If you're asking your mentor just to review your resume, the mentoring relationship might not last more than a few days. If you're looking to shadow a mentor or looking for ongoing mentoring, the relationship may last a little longer. How long it lasts is up to you and your mentor. Once your mentoring relationship is complete, you must log into Simplicity and complete it in the program. This is very important. Students may have only one mentor at a time, but mentors may mentor multiple students. Mentors can specify how many slots they have available for students to fill. Each time a new mentoring relationship is begun with that mentor, one slot is gone. This means that you must complete your mentoring relationship with the mentor so that a slot is freed up and other students may benefit from that mentor's experience. To do this, log back into Simplicity and bring up your mentor's profile. This might be a good time to use the search by name function. You'll notice now that Mr. Pangloss, underneath his name, the Begin Mentoring Relationship with this mentor button is highlighted in green. This tells me that I have an active mentoring relationship with that mentor. Click on the mentor's name to bring up his or her profile, and at the bottom, you'll want to click the Mentoring Complete button. A word about this Changed My Mind button. There are very few instances where you'd need to click that button. What it does is cancel the mentoring relationship, but neither you nor the mentor nor the corporate institute get any sort of notification of that. You might use it if you've waited a couple months and not heard back from a mentor, but if you think you need to click the Changed My Mind button, please contact the corporate institute first. That way we can contact the mentor and see what's going on, and nobody's left in the dark about what's going on. When you're ready to complete your mentoring relationship, click the Mentoring Complete button. You'll know it worked because this light bulb box will pop up on that mentor's profile saying Mentoring Completed. The mentor will also get an email letting him know that you have completed the mentoring relationship. The corporate institute will also get a copy of that email. You're almost there. The last thing you need to do to gain access to the mentoring program is to sign and return the student commitment form. You can find this form in the document library under the Resources tab in Simplicity. Once you're in the document library, click on the link that says Corporate Institute Mentoring Program Student Commitment Form. This will open the form in PDF format in another browser window or tab. Save it to your computer in order to sign and return it. If you have a digital signature, you may use that. Otherwise, print it out, date it, sign your name, and add your Simplicity account username at the bottom. You can then scan it and return it to us at cimentor@umn.edu or drop it off a hard copy in the Corporate Institute in room N130. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us or stop by the office. We hope that you have a wonderful mentoring experience.